Hi, what's up guys? Today something new on my channel. I wanted to show you my project for my latest track released on Sign Music. It is called Hover and it's out now, so I will put the link under the video so you can check this out. And this is actually a chill down-tempo ambient track with some melancholic vibes, I would say. And yeah, let me show you how it sounds. Okay, so most of the time I like to group same kind of elements, like all the drums together, all the basses, all the melodic elements, all the effects to to add some tension to the track with some sweeps and crashes and stuff like that. And let's start maybe with the drums. So in this track I have a kick, claps, kind of a tom, an impact sound, and some groove with some loops and stuff like that. So quickly I'm going to show you the kick, how it sounds. So some filtering here. Basically I just cut the very low frequencies because we don't really need it. It's you cannot hear it. So, and the highs too, because I wanted to have a deep kick, a deeper kick. You know, with the high end you have too much attack for this kind of style, so I wanted to have something softer. Just a little bit of saturation, especially for the low end, more power, some filtering on the track, and Soothe, one of my favorite FX plugin to clean up the tracks. About the claps, actually it is the same clap duplicated on 3 stems, because I've played with the clap to pan a little bit and to add some effects to make it sound interesting. Let's have a look. So a lot of reverb, actually 2 kind of reverb, don't ask me why. Some low cuts and little boost, yeah, compression. And on the second clap I had fun to cut, duplicate, I don't know, to make it sound interesting, like same processing here. And on the third clap stem, same kind of cutted sample, but this time I've played with the delay downshift and the bubbles native from live to make it sound really interesting. So if we have a look to the kick and the claps together, yeah, you know, more movements, more stuff coming, different kind of stuff, so it make it more interesting. I've added a tom. Actually it's the kick, exactly the same kick sound, except that it sounds very in the background, and it's almost never playing when the kick is playing, but I can see that it's the case here. I don't know why, but I cut it a bit more the lows and make it more subtle. Okay, so let's have a listen with the kick. It adds like a nice groove. Be with the clap. You can see the difference. It adds a nice groove. Now very quickly the impact is just like a boom to introduce a breakdown, and the groove is just different kind of loops, a bit processed. Okay, and just some EQ on all the drums, just some reduction here, a little boost over here. About the bass I had, yeah, it's I've made two versions of this track, one version with the drums and one without the drums, so I've used, I don't remember, but like a different bass lane, different processing maybe for the chill version. So I will focus on the down tempo and with the rhythm bass. So it's made with operator, just turned to mono the sub of the bass under 145 hertz. Why 145 hertz? Because I've checked, the track is in D minor, so with Pro Q2 or Pro Q3 it's really convenient with the piano roll to check where is the lower frequency of my root note. So it was like 36 hertz. I could have cut to 35 to make sure, but the low cut is not really strong, so it's okay. And then I took the octave, higher octave, so it's here, you see 146 hertz, so that's why I've cutted the lows on 145. I've added a mid bass, very subtle, but with the sub. Honestly, I can say if you can hear it on the whole mix down, but it's kind of, it completes the sub. So, and also on the bass group, I have some final EQing and some saturation and soothe. I've used Kickstart too here because it's this new version of Kickstart is okay because you can link the plugin to the audio, so this is linked to my kick here, and it works. So every time the kick is playing, the sidechain is applied. And also you have this bend feature to lock it only under specific frequencies. Okay, the Melodic. So here is the place where I've recorded my handpan. Here I have it with this. So there were 3 themes, 2 melodic themes and 1 rhythmic theme. I had to cut and to rework a lot of these recordings because I'm quite new to the handpan practice. So this is how it sounds together. It was quite challenging to process the recording of the handpan with my two overhead microphones, because there is a lot of resonant frequencies, so I had to EQ a lot, to process a lot, add some reverb to make some notes shining, and I think the result is quite fine. Get rid of some background noise. Okay, you can hear some volume variation. This is because it is also sidechained with the kick. Then the pads. I have different pads on this. A main pad, pad 1, pad 2, and some cellos. So together this is how it sounds. So you have to know that the track is just on one bass note every time, and so one main chord, because the theme I've played with the handpan is always based on the D. So it was quite challenging to make the track sound interesting from the start to the end with only one chord and one bass note. So the main pad is made with Spire, pad 1 with Arturia plugin, pad 2 also, and the cellos with a contact library, and all together. You can see it really makes the track sound full. The notes, actually, it's also kind of pad sound, but it fits well with the pads. Then the piano, the other melodic theme I have in the track, it's with the first piano with Omnisphere and the other one with true pianos. I've combined two different sort of pianos to make it sound more unique, and actually this is more or less the same kind of processing I've made for the previous tracks I've released on Side Music, on the style of chill music, downtempo ambient music. I really like how it sounds, and I'm sending these two stems to a reverb return channel with Art Acoustics, and it sounds really nice. Just have to look at the reverb to make it sound not muddy, you know. Okay, some ambient, some vocal textures, really subtle also in the background. One very low, made with Omnisphere, and here this is from a sample pack. It gives like a dramatic touch, I don't know, cinematic, dramatic touch. And to end this walkthrough video, we have the tension of the track with a white noise, but really subtle all along the track. So now and then a crash, playing with a lot of reverb, a lot of low cuts, just keeping the highs and the high mids. Yeah, some ups and down sweeps, maybe. Yeah. Sorry. Stuff like that, reverse crash, just taking the crash and reverse. I can just speak about one thing about the handpan. So I wanted to make it sounds more wide of the stereo, so I've used the HAAS effect. It's like you have a delay, and you can play with here the time on the left, on the right, and usually between like 7, 8, I would say 8 and 13, 14 milliseconds, you can find a nice spot to make the track sounds full. And just need to be careful to don't have phasing issues, so you can check how it sounds into mono, and it's also a good way to make sure it sounds good in mono or in stereo to avoid some phasing issues. It's a way to make it sound more wide. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough video. I hope you understood what I've said. So because I'm French, I'm not an English guy, so I did my best to speak in English. I'm quite limited sometimes, so I will finish in playing a few seconds the track, and see you soon for the next one.